All right, folks, you know what time it is. It's the moment we've all been waiting for, our favorite segment, the game of the week in week 0. Real quick, why do they call it week 0?
Well, because it's not week 1.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. So this week, we've got a really fun one. We've got 22nd ranked Iowa State coming off a 10-win season, taking on 17th ranked Kansas State in the Aer Lingus College Football Classic in Dublin, Ireland. Kickoff is at 12 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, and I have to say, I thought this game, the Aer Lingus game this year, was UNC versus TCU because I looked up UNC's first game, and I was a year
It
early.
is, yep, in 2026. I was just gonna say, I'll take it over there. This one is tight. It's gosh, spread is KSU -3. You're talking about two teams, one that just came off a 10-2 season, won their bowl game against Miami. Now, to be fair, that was after Cam Ward exited in the second half, however, but was also the runner-up in the Big 12, and a team who looked like they really were going to go win the Big 12 and is actually favored to win the Big 12 this year. And we haven't had a big time early season Big 12 matchup like this with, somebody who is just the runner up and the team who's projected to win the conference this year. This one's going to be good. Let's talk returners. So Iowa State, let's look at them first. They bring back 14 on their offense, 9 on defense. This includes their all-star quarterback, Rocco Becht, and pretty much their entire offensive line. Defensively, you got to watch out for cornerbacks Jeremiah Cooper and Jontez Williams. They're looking to come back and make some absolute progress in this offseason and come back and really shine.
Well, speaking of returners, Kansas State returns 11 on offense, 6 on defense, not the least of which on the offense side of the ball is quarterback Avery Johnson, who I also have in fantasy, and running back Dylan Edwards, plus 5 defensive returners. I'm really excited about this game. I'm really excited about college football.
And I also have Dylan Edwards on my fantasy team, so obviously I want him to do well. However, stats-wise, you got to keep an eye on Becht. Last year, 3,505 yards, 25 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Johnson's numbers were right there too, 2,712 yards, 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. So obviously Becht got him on the yards and the less interceptions. But the thing about Avery Johnson is you look at him last year, and he looked like he was going to have this really productive year. He goes up against BYU. They get creamed like 38-9. He's just young. So I think obviously this offseason was going to be good for him. And I think coming into this season is going to be big time for him.
All right, all right. Enough with the numbers. Who are we taking?
Well, right off the bat, I've got to say that it's just stood out to me. There's an 800-yard difference between the quarterbacks last season, but the numbers on touchdowns and interceptions are identical, almost within one on the interception side, favor Becht. With that said, K-State's favored by 3. It's in Ireland. I'm going to take the Wildcats. I think that K-State had a really good year last year. I think they come out strong. Edwards is a solid running back. Avery Johnson, it was really good under center. I'm going to go with K-State on Saturday in Ireland against Iowa State.
Man, this one, it's funny though. This is not going to be the toughest pick we make this week. You guys will see later. But man, it's really hard to pick against Kansas State. You got running back Dylan Edwards and quarterback, like you said, Avery Johnson, but two guys who did really good work this offseason, looking to improve, looking to take their team back to the Big 12 title game. Haven't won it since 2022 against TCU in their great year. So I guess, with that being said, I'm definitely going to have to take Iowa State here. Going to start the season off with an Uno reverse card on you guys. Yeah, I'm going to take the proven quarterback, Rocco Becht, and his extremely veteran offensive line, who's going to be able to protect him against this Kansas State defense. I think that you cannot count Matt Campbell out. Matt Campbell is a great head coach. He's going to have his guys ready. I trust them. Give me the Cyclones. Almost forgot their mascot. The Cyclones in this game in Dublin. And guys, just real quick, before Joey makes his official pick too, this game actually the past couple of years has been fun. Last year, or like the first year I really remember us talking about it was when it was like Northwestern versus Nebraska or something like that. And it was a back and forth game. That one was fun. And then you had Navy, Notre Dame, and obviously Notre Dame obliterated them in their kind of hometown, if you will. And then, last year we get, the crazy barn burner matchup with Florida State, who ended up sucking, and Georgia Tech. So I'm excited about this game. This one's going to be fun. But Joey, yeah, give us your pick, buddy.
I mean, I got to go with Rocco Beck and the Iowa State Cyclones. I mean, 14 returning on offense. Now, granted, they did lose 2 of their star receivers from last season, but I mean, experienced quarterback, more returning on the offense. I just like Iowa State better.